Well, that is all for today in the Karen Reed trial. Just a half day of testimony today, which will be the normal schedule for the court on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm Paula Eben. We heard some of the defense questions for the first time after no cross-examination from their part yesterday. The defense questioned the 3 first responders who testified, beginning with Canton police officer Steve Sariff. Now, he was one of the first people to arrive at the scene after John O'Keefe's body was found in the snow back in January 2022.
Never saw or otherwise observed or located a single piece of taillight material, did you?
No.
You certainly didn't see 45 pieces of broken plastic or taillight material, did you?
No.
Between Karen Reed and Jennifer McCabe, which one of those 2 women, based on your observations, appeared to you to be more focused on physically trying to save John O'Keefe's life in the moment?
At that point, it was Karen Reed.
Now, Officer Sariff was followed by another Canton police officer and 2 firefighters.
Now, as far as the defendant, Ms. Reed, what, if anything, do you recall her sort of doing as you're on scene and as you're going about what you're trying to do?
She was screaming, is that my boyfriend? Is he dead?
And when you say screaming in a fairly loud voice, correct?
Very, very loud, yes.
And as far as that sort of phraseology, as far as is he dead, how many times was that something she said? Once, more than once, or something else?
Repeated many times.
And with the same sort of volume that she had said it with, as you described the first time?
Yes.
You testified at the grand jury that you noted that once he was in the back of the ambulance, under better lighting, you were able to tell that he had trauma to the right side of his head.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Are you talking about the major trauma that he suffered to the back of his head, or the egg that you earlier described?
I was more just because it was directly in front of me. It was on the front side of his head.
Okay, so it wasn't the right side of his head. If you said right side of your head, you might point above your ear, right?
Correct,
That's not
yes.
where you're talking about.
I was, and to use my person, I would say right here. So more towards the right, above his right eye.
Right of center, but still on the front of his head.
Correct.
Paramedic Timothy Newtall was followed by another Canton firefighter, and we will have his testimony for you later this afternoon. For now, let's bring in WBZI team Chief Investigator Cheryl Fiandaca, who is also a lawyer, to talk about what happened in the courtroom today. What stood out to you?
Well, you know, both sides are going to go back and forth for a little while here, as you saw. You know, the prosecution's getting their witnesses out early. That's what their job is, to say these were the first responders. She said right at the scene, I hit him. But you heard the defense say she was very upset. She tried to save him. She had blood on her face because it looked like she attempted to give him some CPR. So both sides are being able to put their case together for the jury at this point.
Right. And the attorneys seem to want these paramedics, police officers, to become very specific about the motivations that they saw of everyone walking around the scene.
Right, and you know what they're saying is that they saw that she was very excited, and there was a lot of commotion going around, but they were focused on trying to save him, trying to get him medical attention. And at the same time, the defense is saying, well, she was concerned for her boyfriend. She was saying, is he alive? Is he alive? So, you know, both of these situations at this point cut both ways.
Right. So tomorrow, no court because it is Law Day.
It's Law Day, right?
Ironically.
Ironically, yes. Eisenhower made it Law Day May 1st, you know, to celebrate the justice system. And I think a lot of courts use it to bring students in and kids in to introduce them to judges, probation officers, clerks, district attorneys, lawyers, just to give them kind of an overview of what the court system's all about.
Right.
It's a cool thing.
We have no coverage tomorrow, but and this will be the schedule, half days on Tuesdays and Thursdays as the trial moves forward. Cheryl,
right.
Thank you so much. So again, no testimony tomorrow due to the court holiday. Tomorrow will be another half day for the jury, and on Friday, the jury will actually be going to the scene where John O'Keefe was found dead before coming back to hear more testimony. You can watch it all live right here on CBS News Boston, Pluto TV, or right on our website, WBZ.com.